So thank you so much for inviting us here today. I hear you have some great news to share with us. What can you tell me about yourself? Can you introduce yourself to us?
Sure. If I hold it or you want to hold
No,
it?
I hold it.
Okay, great, great. My name is Pastor Al. I'm the senior pastor of Ark Ministries. And we were birthed in about 2013. And we've been on a mission. Our mission is build bridges and change people's narratives in their lives. And so we've been looking for a place to try to worship so that we can kind of build all the ministries that God has put us in the heart to do here. And so we've been looking and looking for churches, and unfortunately, we weren't able to find one. And finally, we called this individual from this building here, and we came to see it. And we looked at the building. We knew that it was big enough for us to grow into, not grow out of. And so we were excited about that. We were really, really excited. We said, yes, this is the place. But we are a few members. We're not a whole lot, but we're growing. We're a growing church. And in saying that, I walked in there and I walked in here and I said, yes, this is the building that we need to be in. Now, the question was, how can we get in here with being it cost effective to us? So after talking with the owner of the building, I come to the realization that this place was just too much money. It was $40,000 a month, and we have a vision. I'm a faith radical kind of guy. I believe God, right? And I believe God for the impossible. So after talking to the owner of this building, he said, you know what, I like you guys. I like your ministry. I like what you guys are doing. So what we do is we're trying to, we're trying to open up a veterans ministry here to be able to help veterans. We have a park that we're going to name it the Veteran Park that's right across the hall from here. And so after the owner speaking with us, he said, listen, I'm going to give you 5 months free rent. And instead of 40,000, I'm going to give it to you for 4,000 a month. I jumped up. I couldn't believe that he said that to us. But, this is the kind of thing that God does. He does the unordinary. And so we got in here, we started creating, we started building, and we wanted to be a church with a purpose. The purpose behind this church is not to be able to just have a church, but it's to be able to have ministries and programs that are going to help the communities and the surrounding communities. I have been part of town of Cicero for a long time. I'm a clergy. I'm a chaplain for the town of Cicero, and I'm also a chaplain for the Cook County. And I do a lot of suicide interventions. So I am involved in the communities and the surrounding suburb communities. And so we decided to partner with, or should I say, the Chicago Food Depository decided to partner with us. They believed in our vision. And so we're opening up a pantry. That's going to be our first step. We're opening up a pantry. It starts today at 4 o'clock. And we have enough to serve 300 people a day, which is for 3 days out of the week. And I don't even know what else to tell you. I can tell you so much of what God has done for us and where we're launching the ministries that we're launching out in here. This is just, if you see back here, this is just 20,000 square feet. But we have another section across the hall that's another 20,000 square feet. And next to hall will be phase 2. We want to build a drug rehabilitation center for men, for teens, and to be able to help them to get them back on their feet, show them how to be men of integrity, bring work skills to them, and ultimately call companies that will believe in our vision so that way when they finish the ministry, when they finish their program, we can put them straight into a job, because that is the biggest thing. You can give them all the skills that they need, but at the end of the day, what happens when they leave the program? Are they going to have a place so they can go and work? That's the biggest thing for people who have drug habits or ex-felons or whatnot. So we want to take the next step further. We want to call companies, every company, to say, hey, this is what we're doing. Send them a brochure of what we're doing here so that they can see that our program does work. And so they can be able to hire these Class X felons and know that they're going to get good people of integrity, because we're going to build these men to become productive citizens of society. That is one of our goals. The next goal is phase 3, which is upstairs. It's going to be a women's shelter. We want to build a women's shelter that not only houses women that are being abused by their spouse, but women that need to run to a shelter and they can't because they have children. So we're going to be the first shelter to have women that can handle their children as well. There's 48 rooms upstairs and there's 67 rooms next door. So we have a lot of work in our heads.
So, hello, Ismael. Can you share with us what role has the town of Cicero played in supporting this initiative?
Well, I think through our town president Larry Dominic and the board of trustees are, welcoming this establishment as a place where people can come and get food, another food bank for our community. We understand that they got 3 zip codes that they'll be able to serve, but to be able to serve Cicero for us is again, as them being part of the clergy committee is to go ahead and just be attentive to make sure that we are there for them and to support them in areas where, of course, it's going to serve the community better for those who are in need. And as you know, we are always looking and how is it that we can provide more door opens for our community to come and get food, help in different areas, bills and stuff like that. So it's always a blessing.
So, Victor, we're here waiting for the grand opening of one of the newest pantries here in our beautiful town of Cicero. Can you share with me what are your hopes for the pantry's long-term future in Cicero?
Well, first of all, I think that we want to thank everyone that's been involved. It's very important for our community that they always in need. Especially in this area, you can notice they find the right place. They can serve different communities in the area. So I'm very thankful for them and for the community for take advantage of this food pantry. And I think the long term, I think if the town and the other communities should support these food pantries, I think it will be a great success for the rest of them.
First of all, I want to thank, the administrators here at the ARC and everyone who made this possible for it to happen. It's a great pantry addition to the community. We know that the economy has been in shuffles these past couple of years, and it's another great location, great place for the people that need, food to come and, take advantage and make sure that there's always food on their table for their family. In addition to this one, we know that there's many other pantries that also serve in the town of Cicero. And I encourage, both our state and federal legislators to continue to fund organizations like this where they help out in the community. And like I said, lately it's been such a necessity in our town. There's been a lot of families struggling, and I think this is great. And on behalf of President Larry Dominic, we want to thank everyone involved that made this happen. And we hope that the town residents, I know the town of Cicero it's within the zip code that they're going to be offering and servicing our residents. So that's a big plus. So again, just encourage our leaders in power to make sure that there's enough funding set aside for organizations like this. And, we got to remember, we've got to be here for our town residents.
Hi, welcome to the ARC Food Pantry. We want to thank each and every one of you for actually coming out and meeting us out here. We're so excited to be able to feed the communities and the surrounding communities with this food pantry. And we pray that everything goes accordingly, because we want to be a blessing to this community, to the town of Cicero, especially because I've been in the town of Cicero for many years now, and they have been a blessing to us. And we just want to thank President Larry Dominic for actually sending his crew out here. I want to thank Pastor Ishmael and everyone that's behind this ribbon cutting today. And it's a blessing, and we thank you all. We're excited to see what the future brings us.
3, 2, 1.
Awesome. Yes. Go ahead, Tom Clark.
Yes.
Speak.
So on behalf of Town President Larry Dominic and the Board of Trustees, we want to congratulate the ARC, thank the Chicago Food Depository, and all those people that made this happen, all the volunteers, all the people here today. Ishmael Vargas, our Town Trustee Victor Garcia, our General Assistance Director Carolyn Arias. Again, this is a very much needed services here in town. We just they just gave us a tour of this amazing building, and the services that they're going to be providing out of this building are amazing. I know that you're going to continue to be blessed,
Thank you.
and yes, and then I hope that the people take advantage, and you know, people are here to serve, and you know, again, on behalf of Town President Larry Dominic, you know, we want to thank you and congratulate you on all
you.
this well done, amazing
Thank you.
job.
Thank you.
All right,
so
thank
much.
you.
Again, just as Pastor Al and his wife, the ARC ministry, they have been part of the clergy committee, Town Cicero Clergy Committee for a while, and serving in different areas within the community for those less fortunate, for those who are in need, and for them to be able to have now this place here where people will be able to come and receive food, fresh food. You cannot have. There's no such a thing as, you know, you have too much, right? Or too many. This is another spot. This is another food pantry that we have for Cicero, and we know that people are appreciative of that. You know, that's the goal, that we are able to serve those who are in need and just be attentive to them. So thank you for inviting us, for opening these doors. May the Lord, you know, use you as good stewards of what is being put in your hands. And for those who will be coming through those doors, not only to receive food, or for them to also know that there's still love in this world. People who love people, and that it's better to give than receive. And so we go by that in Cicero, and we always are ready to give. We thank our Town President Larry Dominic and the Board Trustee for being part of this process too, and so we are so blessed by it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
If I could just add one more thing, I want to take this opportunity to call upon our local, state, and federal leaders to make sure that they continue to provide funding for organizations like this and set aside funding.
Yes.
Because without the necessary funding, places like this could not open. They could not continue to service. So please, to all the local and state, federal legislators out there, please make and continue to provide funding for organizations like this.
That's fine.
Thank you so much.